Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion 3. There you go.
Yeah, what he said. Check. Yeah. Can you hear me, Carson?
Yeah, I can.
I'm very quiet, but check. I'm just saying I can't hear myself very well. Okay.
Talk into your mic, Jordan.
Check.
Okay, I can't hear me either. Oh, barely. Can you ask the chat if they can hear us?
Okay, this isn't. Unfortunately, we just got a viewer, so yes, I can.
Check. Yeah, I don't hear.
Hey, chat, if you can hear us, can you real quick just comment, please? Check. Oops. Check. That's better. I can hear you great now. That's like, that sounds normal now. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, cool. Yeah.
You can
All
hear
right.
me? We're good?
Everybody can hear everybody, right? Can you, Carson?
Yep.
Don't forget to talk into that mic, Carson.
That's what I'm doing.
Get in it.
That's as close as I can get.
Okay. I'm a little nervous. I gotta adjust you.
Me?
Can you play like that?
Yeah.
Or do you need to adjust differently?
I mean, I'm going to be able to play, hopefully, because I've got this mask on, but we're good.
Okay. We're excited.
All right, okay. I'm sorry, everybody. That was just madness. So, are people getting logged on?
Yeah, we have 4 viewers now.
Woohoo!
That just jumped up. Senior Shad was our first. He helped us with the comments.
Thanks, Senior Shad.
And
Carson, can you reach, or is that too hard?
I got it. Yeah.
and then
Okay.
the Walk Deezy's on, and we got.
What's
I wish
up,
I
Austin?
could tell who was actually on. Rather,
Let me know when you're up, Jord, on comments. Carson, you go ahead and start playing. And then we'll get started. Sorry about that. Oh, man, everybody, it was just a mess.
yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Austin says, "Yo." All right,
Just
so
1 sec.
yeah, just 1 sec, everybody. We're getting situated.
Okay, sorry. I'm really sorry, everybody. They probably don't even notice, but we just had a couple of technical difficulties. I just came from a trunk or treat, sweat my balls off. So, anyway, thanks for pulling up. All right, Jordan, why don't you start us off?
All right. Welcome to our horror. Nope, it's not horror movies. It's a Halloween movies episode.
Which are horror
but
movies.
our horror movies. So, and it is number 20.
Woo!
Dude, made it to 20. This is way cool to
us.
us.
That's a big mile marker, I feel like.
So, we obviously we have our one and only favorite ghost here. He's been our ghost multiple times now. And he
Actually, this is his
he may
second
not
time
want
ever.
to be named.
This is the second time ever appearing on the show. We have, because he didn't come to the NFL one, remember? That wasn't him.
Oh, that's true.
Carson, welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be here. You guys said
Carson
you needed
Ghost. What do you call him at work? Carsonian?
Carsonian.
Carsonian.
Ghostsonian. I
Only
was trying to
person
do
in the
that.
planet that calls me that. But yeah, you guys said you needed a ghost on the podcast and driving over here. I'm like, did they say ghost or did they say guest on the podcast? So I'm a ghost. Scary good joke, scary good pun.
Scary good.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's your first kid, dude, because that's a
fantastic.
dad joke for sure.
Um,
But yeah, we're pretty stoked to jump into this. We're gonna do again an awesome. We're really liking this draft style picks. So we're gonna go through the horror movies and try to pick our favorites, bests, things we like the most, and make up teams. And then we will have you guys vote for them at the end of the show, or at the end, and we'll post them up tomorrow or something. And you guys tell us which team had the best Halloween movies. And also, since we're all dressed up, let's say what exactly we are. We got a ghost here.
I am so I actually had another costume, but I came as my family costume because I was running late. So I'm Mike Wazowski. You can't really
No,
see.
he's not Mike Wazowski.
I mean
Sully.
Sully, sorry.
But
Sully. Let's see if this can go over. I am Sully from Monsters Inc. There we go. I'm Sully from Monsters Inc. My daughter went as Boo. We call her Becca Boo. So she went as Boo, and my wife went as Mike Wazowski. So originally, I had planned to come as Harry Potter. That's my go-to. I've got all my Hogwarts gear. But because we ran late, and I was already coming from a trunk or treat with my my costume, I just went, just gonna keep it. So I am Sully from Monsters Inc.
that's awesome. I am also a stick figure. I am also a stick figure and came as my family costume. I am also coming as my family costume. Me and my kids are all stick figures. And I wish the lights could be off because it does light up and it's way cool. But you can kind of see it. I mean,
Are the lights on? Are they on? Turn them on.
they don't show up. I already tested it,
Oh, okay.
but I will turn them
We'll
on.
shut them off.
Hold on. Let me just turn on right here. Bam. Oh yeah, way bright.
Oh, is that on?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're flashing now.
Huh.
And now
It's
they're
really
flashing
cool.
really fast.
It's
and
really
now they're
cool
off.
the stick figure things. You girls were doing those.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
It's an awesome costume in the night, but
Well, maybe
I
we'll
didn't know
shut
how it
off.
would work.
Maybe we'll shut off the lights at the end of the episode if there's time, and see if we can
Yeah, all right.
show you a cool stick figure. See-
Sounds good. Otherwise, it's just a really tight suit that shows
Your
all of my
insecurities.
roles.
I
It
like to
shows off
call
my
Let me
insecurities.
do the jelly roll.
Jordan, they're curves, they're not rolls.
Oh yeah, they
just
are.
makes you more lovable. Yeah, dude, I'm super excited about this episode. This is our Halloween special. So I don't know. We don't have any other We have some other fall type episodes, but this one is dedicated to Halloween movies. Carson months ago was like, I'm coming on for Halloween movies. So he demanded it, and Carson gets what he wants because he's up there with our number one fan for sure. He's definitely a top viewer. So
I've got the Super Davies Bros tattoo, so I better be number one.
Dude, that would be so cool.
don't do
Please
that.
do it.
Don't
No,
do
just
that.
do it, man.
If we get to like 300 episodes, maybe. But
No, 21. And that, I mean, then we have another one of the Gold Cross employees coming on our 21st too.
Oh, yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah.
perfect.
So we are playing. We're not going to get too into the game because we want to get into this draft because I have a feeling it's going to go. It's going to be awesome and it's going to be heated, and I'm going to win as always. And we have the previous draft to go over. But what are we playing, Carson?
Right now we're playing Luigi's Mansion 3. This is the one for the Switch. A lot of people remember Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, which is arguably much scarier, but this one is just made so much better. It's a great story. It's really fun, but it's perfect for Halloween, and it fits because Jordan's in it. So
Yeah, this is fantastic. I've never played this
That's
game.
me right there, Green Mario, Dylan did say I love Green Mario again.
Of course.
We all
Jordan,
love
have
Green
you
Mario.
Love you too.
have you ever played this game?
And I haven't played this game. No, I have seen I want to say a friend play, not the third one for sure, but one of the other two. But I haven't watched much of it either. I haven't heard a ton about it either, so I can't say it's like a big.
But I didn't know there was like
talk
3 of them.
about
I
it.
remember the GameCube being a big deal. The one that you were talking about, Carson, but yeah.
Wow.
For those podcasters, this is perfect Halloween episode game. It's literally you're in the Boo's haunted mansion. It's
Look, that's
fantastic.
Carson's older brother,
Yeah.
The
that's my
ghost just-
King
Inspiration.
Boo.
King Boo.
Chad said, funny thing is, Carson and I got them after episode 19, so apparently Carson and Shad went out and got the tattoos already.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Shad,
Where
dude,
is it?
Shad, you haven't messaged us.
It's on his butt. What mama don't know, don't hurt her.
But your wife might hurt you. She's like, "What is this?" Shad, you got to message us. We want to have you on. So
Yes.
message us. Let us know.
Or text me, whatever.
Yeah, because we want to have you on. Great. Well, I'm just thrilled about this episode, and I want to get into it. So I'm just going to go over last week's poll real quick, and we're going to declare the winner. I also had a couple follow-up things that Carson wanted me to make sure I brought up on the on this episode. But last week we had our draft for best chips. And so here were the teams. We have the Hot Chicks. Nope, it was just Hot Chicks, which was Adam's team, and his were Flaming Hot Cheetos, Doritos, and they're not called Flamers.
Yeah.
Adam was wrong on that. What's going on?
Did I lose?
You
I did.
Says
lost,
goodnight.
Carson.
Oh, whoops.
Carson, what are the Doritos called? They're not called Flamers. They're called
They're
Flama.
No,
Flamas.
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 Because there is a
Yeah,
Hispanic
I'm a
chip
flama again.
called Turbos Flamas, and that's the flavoring that the Doritos are doing. They're so good, and that is why, in my opinion, Adam won.
Well,
So,
it doesn't matter. It's not just
I
your
also-
opinion. It's everybody's vote.
I was
so
at
we'll see if you won.
I was at Costco today and saw that the baked
Jalapeno?
Flaming Hots, they have like a baked Flamas too, or Flamas
Ooh.
as well.
It's
But I think it's
Flamas.
made by Cheeto. Like baked
I did
Cheeto
see
baked
that-
Flamas or
I
something.
saw that they had the Cheetos baked Flaming Hots. I've seen that.
Yeah, I read another one and I should have just taken a picture of it so I
Well-
remembered it. But anyways, I saw a lot more and Adam missed out on a billion of them.
So he had the Doritos Flamos, not Flamos, Flamers. The Takis, and then the Flaming Hot Funyuns, baked jalapenos, and salt and vinegar.
He's a winner.
Jordan's team, which were Maui's or mine, had Lay's barbecue, Doritos sweet chili, tortilla chips, Ruffles cheddar and sour cream, Maui onion, and Pop Corners white cheddar.
Also great.
And then my team, sour cream and toes, which I think I won the name,
Yeah, yours definitely got the name. That was awesome.
was Doritos Cool Ranch, Doritos Nacho Cheese, Fritos Barbecue Twist, Fritos Chili Cheese, Baked Sour Cream and Cheddar, and Lay's Sour Cream and Onion. And the winner, you want to do a drum roll? Sour Cream and Toes is the winner,
Unfair.
according to the vote. So in your face.
Bull.
But the thing that Carson wanted me to make sure I brought up is on the podcast last time, I talked about how my wife didn't like Flaming Hot Cheetos, and I literally didn't think she liked Flaming Hot Cheetos because she's always like, oh, they're just chemicals. No, she loves them, and she said she would have voted for Adam. And if she voted for Adam, which she didn't,
Mm-hmm.
but if she did,
He still would have lost.
he still would have lost. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He still would have lost.
That's funny. But
But if he would have voted
If-
for himself and Bria, then it would be tied for first.
and I still would have lost.
Yeah, you
Okay,
lost.
that makes
You
sense.
lost. You
That
lost.
yeah, that tracks.
So, anyways, it's not the chip episode, but we wanted to follow up with who the winner
Hold
was.
up on that.
Yes,
Real quick,
Carson.
shout out to Mike in the chat from last week because he was coming up with some jokes and they were funny, and you guys missed them in the chat.
I'm sorry.
So,
any of
Mike,
them?
if you're listening, you're hilarious.
Yeah, that was on my end. We were trying to play, watch the chat, write down the list. We're learning.
We're learning
Yeah.
what works and what doesn't with the podcast for sure.
Please forgive us.
Nope.
Papa Davis though. He
Dylan said this is such a fun game.
yeah.
He likes it. And Shad said, yeah, let me get my life back in order. So you do you first for sure, but message us and
Once you're ready, bro, we'll be
Yeah.
here for you.
yes, always.
All right, dude, let's get into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the poll that we have up. Let's get into the draft. So,
Actually, can I just ask
of
Carson?
course.
I'm going to bring the chips back up.
Uh-huh.
What are your let's just go top 3. Go.
Top 3. Oh.
top 3 chips.
Okay, number 1 is Doritos nacho cheese, especially the quarter.
That was on my list.
I know it was. I'm biased towards spicy chips. Adam wins that one. Number 2, if I'm reaching for a bag of chips, I know it's contradictory because I said spicy chips, but original Lay's, the barbecue kind.
Oh, that's Jordan's.
Yeah.
And then 3, sweet Maui onion for sure. Those are so
Why
good.
did you vote for
Why did you
Jordan?
vote for me?
Because
Then it
Adam's-
would have been a 3-way tie.
Adam's the only other person I've ever known what Turbo's Flamas are, at least the flavoring Flamas for those Doritos, because they're so good.
You
He didn't
make
even
me
know. He called them
sick.
flamers.
I know, they're good though.
Flamus.
Famous.
Flamas.
Famous.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay, so let's get
Maze.
into it.
That's what I Sorry.
No, you're good.
That's from
You're
that
good.
Adam Sandler movie Grown Up. So they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Maze,
yeah.
it's amazing. Maze. Maze.
Not the Adam Sandler episode, boys.
Sorry.
Every episode is an
You know
Adam
what?
Sandler episode in
Yeah.
this house.
And we just spit facts and of whatever we want during our
That's true.
Go get your own podcast.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't run ours.
Quit coming on ours. Just kidding. You bring
Yeah,
us
please
all our
come on.
followers. Okay, please
keep
come back.
coming on ours.
You're the funniest one.
Although you do take away from a lot of the chat when you're not there. You do a
Oh.
lot of chatting, which we love.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta get this chat going today. Come on, boys.
We got a few people talking,
Yeah,
but
people logging on.
we have 8 viewers right now too.
It's the Nick Foles
Without
effect.
Nick Foles.
It's because I'm
Yeah.
here. Because people come for me.
Whoa.
Really, the podcast is mine. So
Okay, we're gonna change the name. We'll call it, instead of Super Davis Bros. We're gonna call it Carson's Carson's
What's the
podcast.
bigger? Okay, that's pretty lame, but all right, that's good.
Okay,
All right. So Dad just said I'm here. But let's so who's gonna start this draft?
well, I think we should start the poll first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do that. That'd
let's
be
do
good.
the poll. So here are the movies that we had up for best Halloween movies. It's not guaranteeing that we're going to draft them, but here's all the ones we put up: The Addams Family, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Beetlejuice, Casper, Caroline, Dracula, The Evil Dead, Frankenstein, Ghostbusters, Goosebumps, Halloween, Hocus Pocus, Hotel Transylvania, The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a Thanksgiving movie, Nightmare on Elm Street, Paranorman, Poltergeist, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Saw, Scream, Sleepy Hollow, What We Do in the Shadows,
Breathe.
Young Frankenstein, and then here are the add-ins. There were a few add-ins. I'm not going to be able to pronounce the last one, but Shaun of the Dead, great
Oh, great.
add-in. Hubie Halloween, can't believe I forgot that one. Hereditary, Midsummer is probably what you meant, not Maud Summer. It's not Maud Summer, right?
It's midsummer. Yeah,
Yeah, you put Maud Summer.
it wasn't me.
Yeah, it was. It's just right here. Hellraiser, and then, do you know what that word is?
Nosferatu.
Oh, Nosferatu.
What is that?
It's Dracula. It's old Dracula from the 20s.
Oh, okay. See, we bring you on here because you have a bigger brain than us, too.
Oh, I know everything about horror and Halloween movies.
Well, we only have experts on the podcast.
That's
Lame
true.
astronaut said, "I'm here for Carson's podcast."
Get your wife to support you.
God.
Winifred. You know, we wanted her to come on. So I
Yeah,
think
she's
she was
been,
feeling a
like,
little
super
under the weather.
sick.
Yeah.
We hope you get better.
So, all right. Do you all want to know who the winner is? Well, we'll do the top 3 again, huh? Okay. Hold on. Just while I'm coming up with this, because it's going to take me a minute. There's so many of these.
Shaun, the Walk Daisy said Shaun of the Dead is so good, and he
So
said
good.
Super Foles podcast.
Oh,
That's right. Let's go, boys.
That is perfect. All right. Okay.
But
So
Shad said the one that you got the matching tattoo with. He said
Uh-huh.
Nick Foles may not be here, but all the cool people are.
That's right.
oh,
Oh.
zing.
That
Zing.
implies that I'm not cool.
And
I
he
get it.
he named your podcast, which was dope.
And he got a matching tattoo with you. So
I know, it was
talk
a
about
wonderful weekend in Vegas with him, but I guess not now.
Okay, so I have
Did you
the
share a
winners
bedroom or?
No.
coming in at number 3. Any guesses on what came in as number 3 of the top Halloween movies according to our Super Davis Bros group? Guesses?
Scream?
No looking. Not Scream.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at my list. Ghostbuster. Or
It's
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah,
Nice.
number 3, Ghostbusters. Number 2.
There's so many, it's so hard to guess.
I'm gonna jump on Shaun of the Dead because I really love that one.
Good
but-
guess.
No.
Carson?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
No,
Really?
Beetlejuice.
Oh.
I was gonna say Beetlejuice, but I'm like, no, that's got to be one.
I should have said that.
So, do you want to guess what number 1 is? The
I-
number 1,
don't
according
know.
to the poll. It is the winner of the greatest Halloween movie of all time.
Of all time.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
No way. What?
Oh,
Nightmare
that's
Before
right.
Christmas.
Sick.
I
So
totally view that as a Christmas
it got
movie.
a lot of
It's
votes.
both.
It got a ton of votes. So
I didn't even vote for it on there because I think it's a Christmas movie.
it's not a Christmas movie. That's a Halloween movie.
Really?
That's what I think it's a Halloween movie.
I mean,
do
it's
not
definitely
watch it at
watchable
Christmas.
on both Halloween and Christmas, but I watched it on Christmas more.
That's why I call it a Thanksgiving movie. Just mesh the two holidays right in the middle. Watch your football, then get your Nightmare
Mhm.
Before Christmas on. I don't know. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, thank you all to everybody that voted. There were a lot of votes. We had over 70 votes, so 74 votes. So we appreciate everybody that voted for that. So Jordan, do you want to pull up and we'll get going on our teams?
Yep. Yeah. Let me.
Okay, Jordan's gonna pull up now. Carson, you've
Yeah.
never drafted with us before.
No, I haven't.
Correct?
Nope.
All right, so you kind of know how it works, but remember, as you're picking your team, you want to be thinking of a team name that might
Mhm.
work well with some of the picks that you have. So we have to determine the order, and we've traditionally done rock paper scissors, but Jordan was complaining that he's never gone first. So I say, Carson, you and I do rock paper scissors for who goes second or third. How about that? And we'll just let Jordan quit being a baby and go first. Does that work?
No, we'll just do rock paper scissors. and
No,
we'll just roll
no.
with it.
You're first. You're first.
Jordan, are you on the chat?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell me? It's okay, chat. Say rock, papers, or scissors. The first one I'll do. But wait, no, then Davies would know. That's not very strategic.
I would know. He wouldn't know.
Okay, wait, but then how would I know? All right, never mind. I thought it'd been a
Matt,
good
say
idea.
one. Somebody say. Okay, Matt, say one.
Right
Somebody
now,
already
did
did
somebody
it.
already
Say
did
one.
it?
Say one.
Rock.
Okay, you lost
Dang it.
because he said. Shad said paper,
Let's go,
Dang,
chat.
okay.
Thanks.
and then right after Walked Easy said scissors. So
Dang it.
if Walked Easy was a little quicker, you would have won.
All right. Okay.
That was
so-
good. I like that. That
That's
was
cool.
Good.
So it'll go Jordan, then Carson, then me. Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll loop back. So Jordan, you are up with the draft. We'll probably do 5 teams depending on how things go. Maybe we'll do 6. Players, movies, right? And we'll go from there. So Jordan, you are up in the first pick of the first ever Halloween special of the Super Davis Bros podcast.
Well, if I want to get votes, I guess I gotta pick.
You gotta pick your team.
I'm going to pick my team.
Good.
And
good.
I'm going to have to go with my number one.
Which is,
I'm going to go with Beetlejuice.
That was my number one. My
Yeah.
number
What a
one pick.
killer.
I knew I
That
wasn't
was
gonna
my
get
number
it once
one,
I was
too.
3.
But then I was like, well, actually, I'm not going to talk about it. Never mind.
Why not?
Because it'll
It's your
give away. Nope. Nope.
Mm.
It'll
Oh,
give
okay.
away what my other one is.
I thought
so-
you were going to talk about Beetlejuice. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that one is so
So
good.
why? Yeah.
So
why
good.
is it your number one pick?
I mean, it's hilarious. I love who plays Beetlejuice? What's his
Michael
actor?
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton,
Thank you.
Batman.
So good. Such a
Oh, he's
Ah,
brilliant.
such a
I'm
good
looking
role.
forward to the number 2.
The
That's
sequel's
They're
going to
doing
be
it, huh?
crazy next
yeah,
year.
they're doing it. Yeah, they're
cool. I
filming
didn't
right
know
now.
that.
Yeah, they got the chick off of the movie Wednesday. I can't remember that actress's name.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, and then Winona Ryder's coming back too, and I'm actually looking forward to this sequel. I hope they don't ruin it, but
They probably will.
Yeah,
I don't think
probably.
people are going to have expectations of the first
that's how it
one,
always works, right?
which it can't be topped. So it's like it can't possibly be better. So it's going to be worse.
Dude, I think I quote that movie year round sometimes. Like the scene with where Beetlejuice is waiting at the end for his ticket, and he looks and he's got like this huge long number, and the guy next to him is number 3, and he takes him. Hey Elvis, yo King, and then he throws him in the paper, and he's like, "Oh well, I'm gonna," and his head starts. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, man!" I love that.
Fantastic.
It's so funny. And what's the joke of the guy where he's like, "Hey, how do I look?" You look fine. Really? I've been feeling a little flat. Like the paperboard guy. It's just good, man. I love it. But I didn't pick. Jordan, you picked. What are you doing? What was your reason for picking Beetlejuice?
Oh, I was just saying there's so many good liners in it and everything. I like when he's like luring the fly over with the Snickers bar.
I got something good for you.
Hey, come over here.
So good.
And then when he has the girl sitting next to him with like the thighs and like the fishnets, and on the other side of him's the actual girl and her top half, and he's like filling her down.
Yeah. And then
He's like, oh,
sorry.
gets slapped.
The marriage part's really funny too. When she's like, "And do you Beetlejuice take?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I never. I said I was gonna do it. I only wanted it once." And then he gets the ring out, and she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Really, honey? She meant nothing to me. Nothing." Like, he's got the ring of the dead bride. Oh man, that one's so great.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean,
Turn around and look over there. Hey, how are you? That movie.
there's
is
there's so
fantastic.
many in it that you can keep
Yeah,
quoting
you
it
can
too.
just keep quoting
Plus,
it.
everybody's good actors. Like when they make the faces, you're like, that is so dumb. But they like make the faces to be scary in the room.
Yeah.
The Maitlands, yeah.
And they actually have the Funko Pops of those faces.
Oh, really?
And I would like to get them.
I have
They're
the
good.
3-foot tall ones in my yard right now. The Maitlands.
You do?
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
The fingers,
dude.
the eyes on the fingers, and the stretched out face.
Yeah.
That's
We've got a whole
fantastic.
Beetlejuice section of our yard. We've got Beetlejuice on a tombstone. We've got the sandworm. We got the Beetlejuice tombstone and the Maitlands with the stretched out face and the finger eyes. It's cool.
Oh, that's way
awesome,
cool.
dude. Well, Carsonian, that leaves you up to for your first pick in your
Okay.
draft.
So I am a huge horror buff and I love all horror. But
Into
if
the
we're
mic.
talking
There we go.
If we're talking Halloween necessities, Halloween Town, Disney original.
Halloween Town. That wasn't even on the list, I don't think. The
No.
poll.
Halloween Town.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Halloween Town, the original Disney
Bro,
Channel?
we were broke, man. We did not
Oh, yeah,
have
I
Disney
forgot.
Channel.
I also
we were
haven't
Arthur
seen
based. I don't want to say that. Obviously, we weren't broke.
Yeah,
we had
our-
a great
Our
life.
parents provided an awesome life.
Yeah,
but
so I don't want to.
we just didn't have some of those expensive channels.
We didn't
or-
have cable.
Yeah.
We shared rooms. So, but yeah, we did not lose out. But so why Halloween Town, my friend?
It was always on. I mean, like during Halloween, like you had that like. I don't know if you guys remember, but like commercials and TV during Halloween when you were a kid, it hit different that time of year, and it was just always on the Disney Channel. It was just tradition. You had to watch that. It's like a Christmas Story. You had to watch Christmas Story too.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good Christmas movie one.
Lame Astronaut said Beetlejuice is the greatest Halloween movie hands down.
I can't believe it didn't get number one. I really.
I am
thought it was
too.
gonna get number
I
one.
am too.
So
And then the Walk Easy, Beetlejuice is pretty comical, and Dylan was like Beetlejuice. So
Don't
no,
say
they
it
just said it 3 times.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Well, cool. Carson, good pick.
And Dad was wondering, why were the football players in uniform when they died in the crash?
Yes, because they
On the way to the game.
They were on a plane.
No, I thought they were on a bus.
Or
they were on a
on a
bus.
bus. Yeah, but you don't wear your football uniforms on the bus.
And
your
I'm not
helmets.
your coach. Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No football players wearing their helmet and their pads on the bus to the game.
If it's like
No
a
one
high
does
school
that.
football team kind of thing.
I forgot, Jordan. You played football in high school, huh?
No.
Okay, exactly.
I played it in elementary school, and I have seen football players running off of a bus at a football game in high school, full pads.
Okay.
Jordan's right.
Oh, Carson, you played football in high school?
I mean, on Madden, sure.
And they get off the buses on Madden.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I am next. Beetlejuice was my number one. I just listed mine in order, so I'm just going to go in order based on what ones you all take. So my number 2, technically, overall, is the one I'm going to pick for my number 1 pick, and that is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. Brilliant movie. The music is so good. I just think what's his name? The dude that does the music in it. He also was in that band, that 80s band. Dad'll put it in there.
What you picked that one?
I picked Nightmare Before
Oh,
Christmas. Yeah,
It's
that's
Phil
what I
Collins.
picked.
Phil Collins.
Yeah,
He's in Genesis.
No, Danny Elfman. Sorry, Danny Elfman. And fantastic musical score. I love it. He was in a band called Oingo Boingo in the 80s. They did that. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Have you ever heard that song?
Good song.
Great song. It's a good
sure.
Halloween song. But anyway, Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my pick.
Danny-
it's a staple, I think,
Danny
in Halloween
Elfman?
movies. Yeah, Danny Elfman.
Okay.
Wonderful movie, brilliant animation. Every single song is so good, and I love it. I love that movie. So I'm happy I got it. I did not think I'd get it. So that's my pick.
I didn't pick it because I feel like I usually watch it on Christmas.
That's what I was thinking. People are gonna
Santa
pick
ends
it.
up, getting
Saving the
everybody
day.
Christmas, saving the day, and like it's just kind of dropped. Like he goes back to Halloween, and that's the thing. But it's kind of like I feel like it's more Christmas.
It's definitely a heated debate on the internet, but I'm gonna call it a Halloween movie. Now,
Apparently, Elfman did Beetlejuice as well.
Oh.
oh, Danny Elfman.
Yeah, Dad said
Elfman.
Elfman. Dad said Elfman,
It is.
but
It's Elfman.
I know, but
Yeah.
he spaced him.
Oh,
But
oh, he did.
yeah,
Um,
but
he's
Dad
set
said
up.
that.
He's lined up to do Beetlejuice too. So I didn't know he did the first one, but
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he's really good music.
Oh.
He also did. I think he did Caroline and Halloweeny and all the other
Coraline.
Coraline. Is it
Coraline Jones.
not Caroline. And then the other one, Corpse Bride, which is also a really good one. I like Corpse Bride. So okay, it snakes back to me, and I'm debating if I pick my top 3 pick or if I try and let that be a sleeper. And Jordan will take it from me, so I'm just gonna take it because it's my list. Hubie Halloween
Oh,
is my pick. I almost wanted to do another one that will
I
probably
knew you
be
were going to try to
gone,
pick that one quick.
but I can't let this one slide. It was even in my top 10 of Adam Sandler movies of all time. I think it was number 10. Such a funny movie. We talked about it on our Adam Sandler episodes for a bit, but I think that's one of Adam Sandler's funniest characters. Carson, have you seen that movie?
no.
Oh,
You should watch it. It is good.
it's so
I actually
fun.
watched it. I watched it the first time when I was just dead tired late at night, and I didn't pay enough attention to it. And I'm like, this is one of those garbage roles. And then I rewatched it because Matt hyped it up, and I'm like, well, I didn't pay enough attention to it. And I watched it, and it was hilarious. It's
So
great.
Go into it knowing
And
it's
the
dumb.
shirts his mom wears are the best part of it.
Go into it knowing it's dumb, Carson, but do me a
Mhm.
favor and go watch it. It's worth it. So
Hmm.
those are my first 2.
Okay, I dig it. Carson, you're up for number 2.
I'm gonna go with the Halloween classic and a hack and slash classic. I'm going the original Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween.
Good pick. Good pick.
Mhm. Probably my favorite Halloween movie of all time. I also always make, so at the very beginning of Halloween, they show a jack-o'-lantern and how it's like cut out, and it's always got a cleft palate on the nose. And every time I do a jack-o'-lantern, I always make sure to do a cleft palate from the nose down to the mouth. It's very good.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool.
kind of a call.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I dig it. I dig it.
Do you have any memories of that movie or reasons why you're like, oh,
Yeah, actually. So again, when I was a kid, I had cable, and AMC did Halloween-a-thon. So they would go through 1, 2, they'd skip 3, and real Halloween people know why, 4, 5, and then it kept going on. And so I remember one year I just sat down and watched all of them. And that's how I spent a
hardcore, dude.
Saturday. I went, wow, that was cool. I'm 10 years old, and I just watched about 30 people get murdered. So I grew up to be a well-adjusted human being, and now I'm in a costume on a podcast. So
Jamie Lee Curtis, young Jamie Lee Curtis is in that movie.
Scream
Rock
queen.
star.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good pick, man. Good horror pick.
Haven't seen it.
Well, we're gonna end the podcast there.
My Halloween watches are, I don't know.
They're not
more on
much
the
horror.
horror side, and
That is.
I don't know.
kinda
I don't
more-
know. It's confusing.
Okay. All right, George, you're up.
My second pick is going to be Ghostbusters.
Dang it! That was the one I was gonna. That was what I was debating with. Hubie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I figured you'd take Hubie as being a jerk.
Actually, what's funny is I was gonna leave that one off into you completely because
Ah,
I was
man.
like, you know what? I took it. I took his Maui's away from him.
Ah.
I can't do both. And
That
I
was my
wanted
number
this
4
list
pick.
list to actually be mine.
I quote that movie so much. Ghostbusters has some of the most quotable lines.
Oh yeah. Don't cross the streams.
When he plays the piano, they hate this. Oh,
Cool, huh? That's a very pretty name.
oh man, Bill Murray at his best. That movie is.
I bet that
Phenomenal.
one. I'm curious, Dad. What is your favorite? Because I would be willing to bet that
I
it's
bet it's
that
Beetlejuice.
or Beetlejuice.
It's
But
Beetlejuice. It's gotta
I mean,
be.
Dad was hyped about Ghostbusters
Yeah,
growing
yeah.
up, so
it's a fantastic.
I would say it's in between those, but maybe I'm wrong. So
Okay. I know it's a little crude, but one of my favorite lines in that whole movie is when you have the guy coming and he's meeting with the mayor. He's the one's trying to shut down the Ghostbusters, right? And one of the Ghostbusters insults him, and he's like, "And dickless over here." And then he's like, and the mayor turns to Bill Murray. He's like, "Is this true?" And he's like, "Yes, Mr. Mayor. This man has no dick." That's my favorite line of the whole
that
movie.
is so good.
I know it's crude. Cats and dogs living together. We're talking real coming of Jesus scenarios. That movie's so good.
That is
I'm bummed now.
And then
I took Hubie. I should have took Bob.
the tablecloth. Whoosh. The flowers are still standing. Everything else is on the floor.
She sleeps above her sheets, 6 feet above her sheets. Yeah, that one is fantastic. So, all right, Snakes, back to you, Jord. Next pick.
Okay. So this is where it gets hard.
Do you have
for
your
me.
chat up? If Dad was gonna put up, the...
Yeah. I'm flipping back and forth. Oh. Okay. We were both wrong.
What is it?
Dad's
a
is
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I could have guessed that, but I should have. I think I would argue that he claims Sleepy Hollow is his favorite Christmas or Halloween movie, but we watch Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters way more than we watch Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
But
Yep, for
there.
sure. And Beetlejuice, like, he got my kids watching it, and they love it too,
Yeah.
which is awesome. So glad. That
All
kind
right.
of stuff scares me when they watch a movie and it's like one of your favorites, and you're like, please just love this for
You
forever.
have to love
Please,
it.
you have to. And then they do. You're pumped. But when they don't, you're like, well, never gonna watch that again.
All right, Jordan, what's your next pick? Great pick. Wish I would have had it. I'm already voting your list. I can tell, but go ahead.
Well, it might change a bit. I'm kind of debating between some. I do want to go like really like ones that were just scary to me as a kid.
Yeah,
I
I debated that too.
I it's hard for me to pick like that because I ended up going like, what are the ones I've watched the most and what I like, what I'm pumped about myself in movies.
Right.
So, but I'm gonna jump this one. I don't think people will take it, but I thought it was a really good one, and it's comical as well. Zombieland.
Oh, I didn't even think of that one. I wouldn't have even put that on my list. Funny movie though. Another Bill Murray movie for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So
Why
I didn't-
Zombieland?
I just thought it was funny. I mean, Bill Murray's lines in it when he dies, and he's like,
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
just
Do
carries
you
it.
regret it?
I mean, if you haven't seen Zombieland by now, it's been out for like what 10 years now.
Yeah. Oh, more than that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, 10
Yeah.
plus years.
One of my favorite lines is when he's like, "Do you regret anything?" And he's like, maybe Garfield."
Yeah. Yeah. And then the guy's just looking for the Twinkies all the time, and then he finds a big old truck full of
Hose.
snowballs.
Oh, snowballs.
He's
That's
like,
right.
effing snowballs! Like pissed as all get out.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a good one.
thanks.
Okay,
All right.
Carson.
Go ahead, Carson.
your number 2 pick.
I'm starting to realize that having the number 2 pick isn't great. 'Cause
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't know why I wanted it.
Sucks to be you.
I don't think it sucks. Why does it suck?
I think it's nice to be able to have the turnaround
Yeah.
second pick.
Mm.
Because you're like, yeah, if they don't pick yours, you're like, cool. That means I could get 2 of
Yeah.
my good ones or
I
something
guess
like
3
that.
people small to have a turn. Maybe we could switch it up in the future and just go in a circle. But
Mhm.
okay.
Real quick, Dad said Ghostbusters is truly epic, quotable movie. Sleepy Hollow was too creepy for you guys when you were young,
Wow. Okay.
which is why I've never seen it. Probably.
You never seen it?
Nope. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, it's not like it'd be too creepy for me now. Maybe it would be, but I've never watched it. That's one thing that's hard for me about these Halloween movies is I haven't watched ones that are like very, like common for people to watch during Halloween. I haven't watched a
okay.
ton of those, so that's why this was a really weird one for me.
Okay, Carsonian.
My pick, again, going back to the greatest era of horror of all time, the 80s. I'm doing Nightmare on Elm Street.
Alright.
Introducing Johnny Depp.
Dude, you're going for like the OG horrors, man.
Absolutely.
You got a theme to your list.
Well, except for the first one. Halloween Town is just like a childhood favorite. And
Yeah, it's true, but the
I
last
was-
two
yeah.
have been
yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. It's Wes Craven.
Halloween.
Great movie.
I haven't seen it, dude.
You're missing out on really young Johnny Depp.
I
and it's
haven't either.
really funny.
Matt and I watched a lot of the same movies. Weird.
Surprise. Cool. Well, you like it because
You're gonna get a
Johnny
classical
Depp,
vote,
huh?
that's for sure. Though people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah,
You
if we're
gotta
gonna go
respect
Halloween
the
votes, we're gonna give it to
classics.
Carson."
Yeah, you gotta respect the classics.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I'm not gonna win. I know it now because I'm just going on my favorites.
Mhm.
I made my top 10, going on my favorites, and I think I have an obsession with Adam Sandler. So my next pick is Hotel Transylvania.
I knew you were gonna have that one too.
Have you seen it, Carson?
I can't.
Dude, do not knock that movie until you see it, and not because of Adam Sandler.
Mm.
The real champion in that movie is oh gosh, my mind's
What is his
blanking
name
now.
from Hot Rod?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is-
Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg.
Andy
Yep.
Samberg, thank you. Sorry. He is hilarious in that. In that movie. When he first gets to the hotel and he like finds out that they're monsters and stuff.
Blah blah
And he's
blah.
like, yeah.
I do not say that.
when Andy Samberg's character finds out and Dracula's like taking him, and he's like, "Hey man, don't do that. I've only been to 200 Dave Matthews Band concerts, man." He's like, I still have tickets to 42 Dave Matthews Band's concerts, bro. And he's just this hippie dude. He's so funny. I'm really disappointed, Carson, that you haven't seen it, but it is one of my faves.
I think we're on two different worlds when it comes to scary movies.
Well, these aren't scary movies. These are Halloween movies. Scary movies fall into that category, Carson.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Here's my next one. Paranorman is my next.
So
pick.
good.
Thank you. Okay.
Excellent movie.
Okay. Have you seen this one, Jordan? Paranorman?
Nope.
So this flew under my radar. I saw it last year for the first time ever.
Me too.
I think it was because it's like on Netflix, and I was like, okay, I'll watch that. I cannot believe that movie is not bigger. It is phenomenal.
Is that with Jim Carrey?
No. It's a cartoon, really cool animation,
Mm-hmm.
and the lead character, his name's Norman, and he has the ability to see dead people. And this town it's a cursed town in Massachusetts, where all the great Halloween movies take place, and it's about his experience talking to the dead. And he's this weird kid, so he's Paranorman, and really cute, really sweet, funny.
Great animation.
Yeah, fantastic animation. Please, if you haven't seen that movie, Jordan, watch it this year. Watch it with your girls. They'll love it. Has a pretty stacked cast, honestly, too. Like a lot of decent, at least like B.
Yeah, we got
actors'
Cody
names.
Smith McPhee, Anna Kendrick. Oh,
Anna
you sold me.
Kendrick, Yeah.
I love Anna Kendrick.
She's the sister in it. It's got McLovin in it.
Yeah, McLovin, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Casey Affleck.
I don't know who that is, but
It's probably he's related to Ben Affleck.
oh, Casey Affleck. Okay, yeah, I do know Casey Affleck.
And then John Goodman
Yeah,
and Jeff Garlin.
Oh, yeah, he's the
okay,
dad.
yeah.
it's really good. If
And
you haven't
Leslie
seen it,
Mann.
go see it. So good. So, that's it for me. That's my loop back. So it's back to you, Carson.
That's good.
Oh, is it back to me?
Yeah, I did 2. So I
You
did
did
Hotel Transylvania and
and
Paranormal.
Paranormal.
That's right. You did. Okay. Okay, then we're going a little bit more recent, following the Paranorman train. Paranormal Activity. All of them.
Okay. Oh, you can't do all of them. It's got to be the OG.
Okay.
Right? It's the best one.
The first one is not the best one. It
4
sets-
is the best one.
No, the third one.
I was just taking a shot in the dark, dude. I haven't seen any of them.
No, you're right.
You're doing the third one?
No. First one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity.
Scary.
Have you guys seen that?
I have seen the
I
first
have
one.
seen that one
Yeah.
too.
Excellent. Okay, so the first time I watched that, I didn't know it was fake. And so I'm
that
sitting there
freak you
That was
out.
on
like
the edge of my
everybody.
couch. I was like, I can't believe it. And then I was so freaked out, like I had chills. Like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep
How
tonight.
old were you?
I was like 16, like
Okay.
old enough to know better. And then it ended, and it said alternate endings at the end. I was like, oh, never mind.
You're like, the world knows there are ghosts.
I
now."
was terrified at first, and then immediately I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. But yeah, that set me off on a love for that franchise. All of them are different in their own way, but I love each and every one, and I recommend them to anybody.
That's a big deal, man. I mean, it kind of was like a revamp of the Blair Witch Project, almost like it.
Found footage, yeah.
Yeah, it was like I remember that being a huge deal, like in the theaters and stuff. People were freaking out over that movie.
Yeah.
So, good pick. Okay, Jordan, you're up.
Dad said Carson is into slasher movies. Be careful, my boys.
Well, he's dead, so
Yeah, I can't do anything. So.
he can haunt us. But
Yeah, I'm staying here after this. I'm just going to go through your stuff.
Get out of there. Okay. That was your 4th, right? Okay, yeah, I got them right.
we'll go to 6, right? It's Halloween episode. We should do
Mhm.
6.
We doing 6?
Yeah, why not? Make them quick.
I kind of like that because I don't think my next ones are going to be picked. And so that helps me a bit. Oh man, this is so hard.
Anyone watching this for the gameplay, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. I don't know what I'm doing. I've
I'm
only
going
played
to
this
do
game once.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, it's so good.
Good pick. That movie is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
The record part where he's like throwing the record, they're deciding which records to throw at the zombies, and they're like, Purple Rain. Oh, no, keep that one.
Never Purple Rain. Never Purple Rain.
Yeah, they're funny, man. I actually think their best movie that that duo that is Hot Fuzz. I think Hot Fuzz is their fun. Is the
That
funniest
one is good too.
Paul
yeah, those,
is really good
those are
too.
Paul was
is
hilarious.
way
Paul
funny.
was kind of fun.
Kinda
We are
fun.
going to 6.
Yeah, let's go to 6.
Okay. Then I think the other one is going to be Split.
Ooh, I love that movie.
So good. So good.
Super
Is-
scary.
That
seen
and M.
it?
Night Shyamalan.
Yep. It was kind of
Oh.
his like, it was honestly kind of like his ticket back into the genre because he's kind of had a bunch of flops.
Mm-hmm.
But that one really put him on the map again. People really like Split. It's technically, without giving away anything, it's a sequel to one of his other movies. We'll
It's
give
a
it away.
sequel to 2 others.
Yeah,
technically.
there's 2. It's a trilogy.
You can just give it away. That's not.
It's
I
not
don't-
spoiling.
it's
it.
not-
It's Glass and
Unbreakable.
or sorry, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Glass
and
is the third. That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
the sequel to Unbreakable.
I think yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's the sequel. It goes Unbreakable, Split, Glass.
Glass. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
is the
That makes
sequel.
sense,
Yeah.
but I don't think it was a spoiler. Is what I was
No.
saying.
Oh, okay. Well, you did. It was at the. Well, I guess it's right at the end. You see his character,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, there's Bruce Willis."
Yeah, but if you look up, like the movies, it shows all 3.
It's like
being
common
a-
knowledge, yeah.
It's dude.
Yeah.
It is. That's a phenomenal movie because of that actor.
I do want to
He's so
rewatch
good.
Unbreakable again.
Unbreakable was good. It was just kind of smashed between 2 bangers. You had Sixth Sense and Signs, and Unbreakable
Mhm.
kind of fell under the radar a bit, but it's
Mhm.
a solid movie.
Man,
All right.
Yeah.
Good pick, Jord. What's
Okay.
your next one?
I already got 2. Then.
Oh, you got 2. What
Um,
was the other one again?
so Shaun of the Dead was 4
Oh, right,
and
right.
Split, and then it's back to Carson. So
Carsonian, you're back up.
Am I just picking 1 or 2?
1.
1.
Okay.
You
Um,
don't get you don't get
you
a
don't
pick,
get
dude. You're
the-
middle, dude.
Oh, apparently I don't. Probably going with one of my favorites, but it's not going to be everybody else's favorite. Is Hereditary.
Oh.
Ari Aster, whatever, the director of the A24 film Hereditary, filmed in Park City. So good, so scary. Has got one of those scenes in the movies where you just like your jaw hits the floor and say, I cannot believe I just saw that. It's just perfect horror. It's so scary. Highly recommend it.
All right, our lists are so different, Carson. It's
Yeah.
not even funny.
It's
so,
not even.
All right, I'm gonna take my last 2 then. This is my last 2.
Dad said, "Yes, way to go, Jordan." He's pumped. I got Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, your list is stacked.
Thanks.
Okay, so I couldn't go. I knew this one would fall to me, but there's no way it would not. I won't be watching this movie around Halloween. It's my favorite. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's got werewolves. It's got you got singing toads and pumpkins and wizards and witches, and it is the dope. All the Harry Potter movies are amazing, but that one's particularly like a Halloween themed one. They do a lot around Halloween on that one, with the werewolves and stuff, and
See,
I love that one.
This is why everybody's kind of differs a lot, and well, like it looked like Carson was kind of given a ghost face, saying
"Oh,
like,
man."
"Oh, why? That's not a Halloween movie."
It's not.
Okay, see, and then
Totally a
I'm
Halloween
like,
movie.
I
It literally has witches, werewolves, and magic. How is that not? And pumpkins,
I
a
agree.
pumpkin in it, like getting smashed.
Okay, Billy Corgan.
Spiders. It's got spiders too, dude. How is that not Halloween?
that is like everything that's advertised
everything
in Halloween.
in Halloween is in that movie. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think of it being like I didn't think of Harry Potter, but when you said that, I'm like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Come on, Carson, dude. It has every element of a Halloween movie.
I can't continue
Oh
this
my
conversation any
gosh.
further.
All right, so I'll let you guys decide on this last one. Should I go with my next pick, which is obviously a very
You
different
can say it because you
style?
don't have any more, so say them both. It's fine.
Well, I have 3. I'm debating.
That's fine.
I have
Throw
4.
'em out
I'm
there.
debating
That's
between. Okay, I'm debating between Monster House,
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was a really good one.
Yeah, I love
like
that one. Casper,
Casper's great.
I just not a huge fan of this one. I know it could just get me points. Hocus Pocus.
Never seen it.
And then you've never seen Hocus Pocus?
I
watched it.
It's
Chuck,
so overhyped, dude.
our family, Chuck and
yeah.
the Harrises, they watched it and loved it all the time, and I was like, this is so.
That's my
dumb
wife's
when I was a
favorite
kid.
Halloween movie.
So
It's
I never
everyone's
got into
favorite
it.
Halloween movie. I forget you guys can't see my jaw drop when you say offensive things like you've never seen.
It's
Hocus
just permanently
Pocus.
dropped according to your.
I guess
face.
that's true.
I thought it was good. Okay, you gotta take it. Okay, there is so much nostalgia attached to that with people that had Disney. That's the reality.
Oh.
And so, my wife was a rich kid and
My
had
wife.
Disney.
Sorry.
My wife, she has a lot of money. But she loves that movie. So I never watched it until like 2 years ago when we got married. She's like, we gotta watch it. And I was like, this is terrible acting. This is not a very good plot. And it's kind of weak. But my wife's obsessed with it. So I watch it. But I'm not going to...
Lame Astronaut, real quick, said,
Oh no.
there's a pumpkin in Cinderella too, but that's not a Halloween movie. and,
But is there a
and Dad
spider,
said,
a
Lame
werewolf?
Astronaut.
Thank you.
Is there a spider, a werewolf, and a witch?
Or a
Nope,
wardrobe.
Just a bunch of mice and a wardrobe?
I was making a joke on Narnia.
Lion, witch, and the wardrobe.
Oh, okay. I was like, there is a wardrobe. Like she like makes her
Oh,
own outfit.
that's right. So it's more of a Narnia movie than
Yeah.
Halloween movie.
yeah, I mean, whatever you
They have
feel to
floating
watch.
pumpkin heads in the. They have floating pumpkin heads in the main dining area.
Yeah, it's like Halloween based time in Harry Potter. For
It is
sure.
Halloween. There's no way it's not a Halloween movie. You go watch it. It's a
Never.
Halloween movie.
She did say there's a witch of sorts in Cinderella.
Cinderella.
That's very.
bam. Halloween.
Cinderella's my
It's
pick
a
for
Halloween
Halloween
movie
movie.
too.
Yeah. All right. I would rather fall on the sword that Cinderella is a Halloween movie than say that Harry Potter's not a Halloween movie because it's a Halloween movie. That one specifically, definitely a Halloween movie.
I agree.
Thank
Two
you.
against one.
They
Let's
even
all vote.
sing-
Everybody who say aye and raise your hand.
I
Aye. And opposed?
I wasn't paying attention. What was the vote for?
Whether
if
Harry Potter
Potter's
was a Halloween movie.
I.
So aye.
It's not.
Anybody oppose?
Nay. Boo.
Oh, good. He's not opposed. He said nay. He's
Okay,
not opposed.
so we're
Okay,
good.
Cool. All right.
Everybody
we're all on
here
the same
in
page.
this room
Yep.
agrees, so it's a fact now.
I made
They
it-
even sing. They even sing a song with the Toads, a Halloween song.
It goes, "This is Halloween. This is
That's where
Halloween."
that song came from.
Halloween.
Oh.
Halloween. In this town, we're
Ne-
all okay.
Hermione.
Dumbledore. So
I'm so over it.
and then I was debating also my scary movie pick, which was Get Out.
Ooh.
Love that movie. So
Didn't see that one.
I-
Jordan
I'm-
Peele, so good.
yeah, so good, fantastic thriller. So I'm gonna go with.
If you were to follow your trail, I would think Monster House.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would also say Monster House, but I'm biased
But
towards
I'm
Get
curious on which one you think you.
I'm
or
gonna
which
go.
One you pick.
I'm gonna go with Monster House.
Okay.
So really funny. Another one that kind of like Paranorman. It kind of flies under the radar. It's a really good Halloween movie. If you feel like you've watched all your Halloween movies, you're running out of Halloween movies. Paranorman, Monster House. Those are solid movies that just didn't
For
get
sure.
the cred. So all right, I've
I
spent
will
enough
check
time.
out Paranorman. I'm
So
gonna
good.
watch Monster House with my kids again. I know they like that one. So.
Great.
And it's a little freaky for kids.
It's a little
too.
scary. It's a
Yeah.
little scary. It's a little.
Kinda
It's really
gets you
funny
going.
though too. I've spent
Carson.
enough time on mine.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
Carson. Your final pick.
Take
in
it for the
draft.
number 6.
Number 6 pick for my list. I thought we were done at 5.
You got to take it for your wife.
Cinderella.
We'll get back to that.
It's the Pocus of Hocus.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't taken, I'll take Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta take it, man.
What's funny is I used to be a real hater on Hocus Pocus
and
because
then you were just dogging me for saying
listen, because I was the same thought process on that. And then I watched the second one. And I'm like, oh, Hocus Pocus 1 is so good and the second one is so
it.
bad.
Yeah,
Like,
second one's trash.
it's just because I've seen Hocus Pocus 800,000 times. and everybody loved it. And
Yeah.
if anybody knows me personally, if everybody loves it, I've got to find something wrong with it. But Hocus Pocus
Yeah,
is
you
essential.
like A24 films. You're that kind of guy.
I should have
You
picked.
use the word cinematography too much.
I don't watch movie. I watch film. I watch cinema. But no,
Oh my gosh.
Hocus Pocus is great. Jordan, you got to watch Hocus Pocus.
Wow,
But
you're not going
I'll
to go with
watch it.
Midsummer, huh?
Midsommar is really, really good. I know about 4 people who have seen that movie, so
Yeah.
I'm going
You know
for
what?
the votes. I want Hocus Pocus.
I think that's a good way to round it out because Halloween Town was your first pick.
That's right.
So it's a
Perfect.
great way to...
Disney movie sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich between horror.
Between
That-
horrible
that-
hack
Oh,
and
that
that's
slash
a good
fits
movies.
team name.
Disney movie
Disney
sandwich.
movie sandwich.
All right.
He has a special one. You could use.
I'm going to use the
just-
special one. That's
Okay.
a good runner-up, though, because the special name is for Jess.
Oh, you still love your wife.
Oh,
Of course.
That's
that's
so sweet. You took
my
Hocus
wife.
Pocus. That's a
It's like an inside
nice
joke. She'll get it. The second I say it, she'll get it.
Inside joke. Okay.
Okay, my 6th is. This is why I kept it for last. Is because I knew nobody would pick it. I was debating a few. You know, I didn't realize this until I kind of was searching through a few horror movies to like revamp, and The Voices was on there, and that was a really good one. With Ryan.
I've never seen
Ryan
the voice. I've
Reynolds?
never even
Oh.
heard of the voices.
It's really good. But I was gonna say The Mummy was also another
That's
one.
not a Halloween
I'd say-
movie.
But-
That's way more of a Halloween movie
Hey.
than Prisoner of Azkaban.
And you
shut
guys aren't going to
up,
believe in the
dude.
next one
We
either.
already
Jurassic Park is
freaking-
my pick because I think
What?
it's like a scary movie. Why? I don't see how you can
Oh my
dog scary movies.
gosh.
You're like standing up to it earlier. You're like, oh, it can be any movie that's scary.
But
That's
Jurassic
part of the list of
Park's not
Halloween
like-
movies. And now
it's
you're
not
like,
horror scary movie. It's like It's like thriller.
thriller scary
sci-fi.
movie. It's like something,
All right.
and it's my favorite movie, and I'm putting it on my list.
All
so.
right. You can lose. It's
In
fine.
Jordan's defense,
Man, I would have picked your list, dude. Now because you did Jurassic Park, I'm like, eh.
Okay, that's
Jurassic Park 3 was the first movie that I was legitimately scared in. I wanted to leave. I think it was
fine.
my
Tons of
10th
people were
birthday.
terrified of Jurassic Park.
It's
All right,
scary
all
in
right, all
movies,
right,
but
all
it's not a Halloween movie.
Whatever.
All right.
I
Okay.
don't care.
okay.
You guys can judge me.
Okay,
all
that
you
was
want.
it was a sad way to round out the draft. Before we go over our list, I just want to mention a couple movies that I
I
feel like
have some must-sees too.
deserve some mention. This one I think should be considered a Halloween movie. Maybe not for others, but oh man, what is the name of the movie now? My mind just went blank.
Mhm.
I'll come back to me, Jordan. You do your honorable mentions real quick.
Okay. Must-sees. The Velocipaster,
Jeez.
Sand Shark, scary movies. I'm totally kidding. These were just random ones that popped
Oh.
up when I Google search. I'm like, what the? There's the Velocipaster. It's got like
Yeah.
dinosaurs and this like pastor right in the cover. I'm like, no way.
Also, zombie.
So I just wanted to
beavers
throw
and-
those out there. But I did want to mention When Darkness Falls. That movie scared the
That one's pretty
living
scary.
piss out of me.
I didn't know anybody else had seen that. That is a scary movie.
Oh, I've seen When Darkness
So,
Falls.
that one's scared. So I actually went and saw it opening night at like the midnight showing with my friend and his dad. And we were
Kinda
living in
weird.
Riverton. What?
What friend?
Kiefer.
Oh,
Sutherland.
And we were we lived like maybe I don't know, just a couple streets down, whatever, that's not the point. Well, we watched it and we go back. He totally could have just drove me to my house, but no, he parks in his garage and he's like, see you later.
oh yeah, freaked you
That
out.
movie is literally about when you're in the dark and all that there is pitch black all the way to the house with streetlights. Well, in the movie, people are like getting taken out of the air, like just swooped into the air
Yeah.
in between the lights. So me as a kid,
ran home?
I am like between lights, I ran home. I
That's so
sprinted to the next light post, full sprint, stopped. I'm like, okay, take my breath, catch my breath. I'm fine. You need to catch me on that one. Let's do this again. Go! just all the way
Oh
home.
my
It was
gosh.
the most terrifying walk of my entire
What a great
life.
time for horror too. You had like The Ring, you had What Lies Beneath,
Grudge.
you had Grudge. That like the early 2000s era
Yeah.
had some fantastic
Renaissance for
I guess
horror
if I wanted
movies.
to
Horror movies.
update my list and say like, if we wanted to go more Halloween and you didn't want to, that's the one I would have added
It's a
for my
scary
fifth
movie.
It's a
pick,
scary movie,
or my
man.
sixth pick. So
I don't
pick-
think it's that well known. At least in my opinion, I don't know anybody who's ever seen it besides you two now. But if chat hasn't seen this, it's about the Tooth Fairy
yeah,
Yeah.
and how she
Dude,
snatches you up if you're in the dark. It's really scary.
it's a freaky movie. And you know what? I think kind of like, honestly, we should thank M. Night Shyamalan
Shyamalan
for a lot of
Man.
this, because once Sixth Sense came out, it was just like banger after banger for scary movies in that
Yeah.
in that era. Then it dipped, and we kind of had like a resurgence. I feel like lately with some of the movies that are coming out, but
Yeah.
like with Get Out and with Split and some of these other new Midsummer. I've never seen that one. I heard it's horrible.
It's so bad. It's so
but yeah.
scary.
Okay, I remember. Mean Girls is a Halloween movie. They all dress up. Have you guys seen Mean Girls?
yeah.
It's hilarious.
I don't
It's super
remember it
funny.
being. Do
They all dress up
in
in Halloween. Yeah, she's like,
Oh,
it gives girls the opportunity to dress up like
Doesn't she come in like this stupid costume?
stupid, like ghost Frankenstein costume. Yeah.
And they're like, what the heck? Like,
So that was my fun little pick.
another one is, and I'm surprised it didn't get on anybody's list, was It.
Which one?
It just
I don't care. I haven't seen the new one, but I would say the old one. But the reason I want to throw that one out there is that one also
That scared me as a kid.
me to death.
To death.
Now,
Yeah,
what
dude, that-
saved me on that one is my lovely brother here. He
Aw.
goes, I was like
It's a scary movie.
staying up all night. Matt knew I was terrified out of my mind. And he, after like, a solid week of not sleeping, he's like, dude, you don't, I kind of confess, like, I'm just terrified of that movie that I watched. And he's like, here, come watch this with me. And he sat me down and watched it. And he fast forwarded to the spider part
Oh yeah.
where you could see the pixelated spider moving. And he's like, look at how freaking fake this is. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's fake. And I was good. Never had a problem with it again.
That's
I've-
such a good brother.
That was
You are
my
a good
first.
brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That was my first really, really scary movie too. Now you mention it, I remember closing my eyes when because I watched it like eight or nine, and I remember closing my eyes and seeing Pennywise, and same thing. I couldn't sleep. It was so scary. And it was 3 hours long, and
Georgie. Hey, Georgie.
so good.
Everybody's upset at my Jurassic Park pick.
as they probably should be, but
They
not as
should.
upset as you should be for Prisoners of Azkaban. So
Oh my God! Now you're
Really?
just
I'm
being-
surprised
now
you
you're
said that
just-
actually, because I think Prisoners of Azkaban would be
Well,
more
he's
Halloween.
just doing it to be a dick.
I know,
now.
I know.
I'm
Shut
not.
up.
Dad said,
Yeah.
Jordan, you were crushing
Prude.
it, but then question marks, dinosaurs. And then
Yeah.
Lay Master not said, out of left field, dinosaurs. Who saw that one coming? Like, yeah, throw you guys off. Oh, man. And then she said, Mean Girls is a stretch. And Dad said, E.T. had a Halloween
E.T.
scene
I was
in
gonna
it.
talk about E.T.
And Jaws was my first scary movie.
E.T. I think E.T. is a good one. I actually watched E.T. in preparation for this. I started it,
Mhm.
and it's a pretty scary movie.
it is
Like,
scary.
I remember
Yeah.
being freaked out when I was a kid.
I guess you could put, it would go on Aliens more, I would think, like our Alien movies
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
But another scary one was Close Encounters.
Oh yeah,
That was
Close Encounters
edgy,
of the
but definitely
Third Kind.
like Aliens rather than like a Halloween.
Ooh,
scary.
you know another good modern one that kind of had an old take on that horror style was The Quiet Place. Would have been a good pick too. I feel like.
Ooh, that one's really
that's a
good.
good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Carson, any movies you want to talk about before we close this out?
Another Wes Craven movie, Scream.
Yeah, I can't believe we didn't talk
Yeah.
about that. That was like one of the OG. Oh, there you go.
The Spirit
flashing us.
Scream shirt on.
And all the
Yeah.
spoofs of it, the scary movies 1, 2, 7, 9,
Oh
37,
yeah, of
and 8.
course. Yeah. It's,
Oh, Saw's another one that was a great horror movie that wasn't drafted.
I actually liked those too. I thought they were kind of cool.
The
Everybody was
original
always bagging on them like, oh, they're just straight gore and stuff. I'm like, yeah, they're a ton of gore, but they actually have a good premise. Like, the guy's torturing people that are bad people.
Yeah, you don't
Like-
do that though.
I know. Well, you know, there's a lot of killing that happens in Halloween movies.
Yeah, it had a
And
cool
so
plot. The
I-
first one
there's-
was really cool. I haven't seen any of the ones after the first one, but I liked the first one. Except the acting was pretty bad in the first one when they're like throwing the stuff back and forth to each other in the room, and they like can't catch. And you're like, you're in a room that's 10 feet. You can't like catch the key that we're throwing to each other. Like, give me a
Mhm.
break. It's bad. Also got Princess Bride dude, As You Wish is the lead in that one. He's
Yeah.
the guy in that room.
That's
I've
right.
never seen
Wesley.
The Princess Bride.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Jordan, we'll get together.
Carson.
We'll put on Hocus Pocus and Princess Bride. And we'll
That's
watch it.
I'm totally
Oh.
down. That's a
See, Princess
solid.
Bride is so much better than Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy to
Yeah,
me.
it's
Like, I thought that's
shocking.
like an iconic one that everybody in the world's seen. That is
I mean,
really
like,
surprising.
you
to
can't
me.
really escape a lot of the references being in,
Yeah, As You
Alive.
Wish.
yeah, and like,
Marriage.
is it that you killed my father, prepare to die movie?
Yeah. My
So
name
that's
is
a horror
Inigo
movie.
Montoya.
Yeah.
You killed my father.
Inconceivable. I don't know if you actually know what that word means.
What, were they Italian?
Maybe. Oh, that's French. I don't know. Oh man, that's my
You keep on
Accents.
using this word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Pretty good.
that was bad, Jerry. Yeah, that was pretty good. Dang it.
Anyway,
Alright.
all right. Well, let's review the teams. Let's vote, and then let's close this thing out.
Can I
we gotta
switch
name our
just for
team.
my fans?
Yes, you can switch. If it's getting rid of Jurassic Park,
Okay,
switch,
thanks.
please.
I'm gonna
switch.
I'm gonna take When Darkness Falls then.
Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
Much better. Now I can vote for you. Cause I ain't voting for Carson. No, just joking. I gotta. Look
I
at it.
also
I'm gonna-
just wanna
I'm gonna
say-
debate it. Carson, calm down.
Mhm.
Jeez.
I'd also like to throw out I also have not seen that many people have not known that many people that have seen When Darkness Falls.
It's
It's weird because it was a really scary one and a really good movie.
really, really scary. Really, really good.
Yeah. So whenever somebody's like, "Wait, what?" and I think because it was based on like a tooth fairy, literally that's like how they advertised it, like the tooth
Yeah.
fairy comes and gets you in the night, kind of thing. And you're like, "Yeah, well, that one's dumb."
Yeah.
But then you watch it and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah.
It is
terrifying!"
terrifying.
And it's like it's definitely a
I haven't
different take
seen
on
it
the tooth
now,
fairy.
but
You know, it's not like
what other takes are there? Santa Claus 3.
I guess. Well, I'm just saying it's not like the traditional like she
Yeah.
comes and takes it from under your pillow. It's like some like a
Yeah.
fire happens and that's why she becomes a scary thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a cool like idea.
Darkness
I haven't seen that
Falls,
in years.
good.
I'd love to see that to see if it still holds up.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Me
wonder
too.
if that's still good. All right, Kay, let's go through the teams and pick your team names, and then we'll vote, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay. Let's see. So my teams is Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, Zombieland, Shaun of the Dead, Split, and a change up to When Darkness Falls. Carson's.
What's your team name
Oh,
going to be?
Man, I haven't picked one yet. I've been focusing on the chat.
All right,
stuff.
Carson.
So let me go
team,
through
and
them.
then we'll
Carson's team is Halloween Town,
Great.
Halloween Original.
Great.
Carson hyping himself. Yeah.
Oh, my vote. Yep, I'd vote for that. Nightmare on Elm Street, Paranormal Activity #1, Hereditary, and Hocus Pocus.
Dang, dude, that is a solid Halloween list.
Yeah.
Not a bad list.
I've only seen one of yours, and it was Paranormal Activity 1.
Pretty
So,
good.
and then what's your team name? Listen here closely, Laymaster, because this is definitely going to be a.
She's just gonna get the reference, like, because we say it all the time. But so my team name's gonna be a horror movie name, like it's gonna be a horror film. The name of the horror film, right? So my team's name is Cinderella 2: The Re-Deadening.
Oh my gosh.
Dumb name you did. Wait, actually, Cinderella. She went off of Cinderella for the Harry Potter, so that's I kind of like it.
Cinderella to the Re-Deadening.
The Re-Deadening.
That's a legit movie.
No, of course not, because it's funny. Because horror movies
I
always have
actually
a sequel.
think there is a horror Cinderella movie. I think there is.
Probably.
There's a horror Winnie the Pooh. Have you guys seen that?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it, but I know it just came out.
But yeah, like all horror movies have stupid sequels and they're always stupid names. And so horror sequel names are always like the Re-Deadening, and it's like a bad name. I just thought it was funny.
I put Re-Deadening.
That's
The
funny.
Re-Deadening.
Keep the
Okay, the
Re-Deadening.
Re-Deadening.
The Re-Deadening. There you go.
Um,
Colon's the two little dots, Jordan.
Mhm. It's the eyes of the smiley face.
screw you guys. Screw you guys.
Eyes of the smiley face.
I would.
It goes after Cinderella. Cinderella 2. Colon. The Re-Deadening.
That's so funny.
I hate you guys so much. All right. And then Matt's. Oh, I almost deleted it. No, don't do that. Sorry. Matt's is Nightmare Before Christmas,
Boom.
Hoobie Halloween.
Whoop, whoop.
Matt's also hypening
Carson.
himself up.
That's Carson.
Hoobie Halloween, Hotel Transylvania, Paranorman,
Such a good pick.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and Monster House. Man, that's a pretty solid list too.
Good
I like
list.
that one.
Good list.
So I have my team name. You ready? Pumpkins, spiders, witches, werewolves.
Battlestar Galactica.
You want to know why that's my team name? Because all of those things, you can just throw the emojis up even if you want on the chat. Because that's literally my team name. And they're all in Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban. So suck it. It's a Halloween movie.
The Harry Potter movie. Yeah, sure. Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
My team name's Witches Be Trippin'.
Witches be
That's
tripping.
so good.
That's good.
Am I gonna vote for Jordan?
Just because of the name? Oh, he got it from Googling it. Don't
No
act like
way.
he
He's
created
original.
that.
He absolutely created that.
Honest engine, Jordan.
Oh, there's something going on here I need to check out. Yeah,
All right.
chat. Oh, there's stuff in the chat. Johnny Tep, pumpkins, beheadings, humor, Sleepy Hollow is the best. That
Yeah, I
says.
can't believe we didn't get Sleepy Hollow in there.
I'm not a fan.
Surprised, but
And Lame Astronaut said, this is a quote, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ha 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 ha.
She laughing.
Oh, okay. That's what
that was painful to listen.
It was a lot, so I thought I'd.
Okay.
Jess gets it.
The sequel is always the Re-Deadening.
Always the Re-Deadening.
Re-deadening.
So.
And Dad said Jordan wins on the team name, so.
Jordan stole it though. That's just original, bro.
He is
Because you
original.
didn't steal pumpkins, spiders, witches,
No,
and
I didn't.
werewolves.
That's a OG. That's
Jordan
based
is
on a
resourceful.
list.
He knows.
Do you even have a witch in any of your movies?
Oh, Hocus Pocus.
Budge.
No, you do, but
Yeah.
Jordan doesn't.
I mean, the Tooth Fairy is kind of a witch.
That's true. There were witches in Jurassic Park, but you dropped it, so.
And,
What it could have been like the Booth Fairy, Boo Fairy or something.
Booth Fairy?
Boo,
I don't get it. I dress as a ghost. I don't get it. Boo?
Booth Fairy,
Mm,
or Booyah.
Booyah.
I like it. He's resourceful. He wins.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody vote for each other. And we'll find out who wins.
All right. I will vote first. I'm gonna go with Carson.
Only because I did the Google freaking Witches Be Trippin'.
No,
wow, Matt.
actually, because
You're so
it
lame.
started out strong, but I think as a whole, Carson sandwiched two super cheesy Disney movies between horror movies, and I just think it's good. I'm surprised you didn't go with like the Halloween sandwich or something. I don't know, but for your team name, but I'm gonna go with Carson. So
Huh.
I like that he stuck to his style of Halloween movies. He was authentic. He picked movies that he liked, not that he thought other people would pick. So that's where my vote's going. Carson.
Wow, thanks, Matt.
I did that too,
Wait, you voted for me too?
except for Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Jurassic Park was just such a bad pick.
It's a funny pick. It's an original pick. It's just like you didn't understand the assignment.
Although Jordan does have two best movie of movies I'm gonna watch this Halloween. Jordan's got more on there, but I'm gonna go with Carson.
Thank you.
Well, I was gonna go with Matt, but
you're-
I'm just kidding. I was gonna go with Matt. So, mainly because I've only seen Paranormal Activity 1, Carson. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. I
It's just
understand.
kind of like I just don't know if like maybe I'd like all these. I just haven't seen them. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Hmm.
So
It's because we're scaredy cats.
yeah, that could be. I mean, it took me. Oh, I actually that was one more comment I was gonna say. The Ring.
Oh,
Man,
that's a good one.
The first
Yeah.
time I watched that was with a bunch of my friends, and I
Dude.
was like, "What did I just do? What did I get myself into? Why am I sleeping over at this guy's house?" Like, I'm terrified now because I have to stay awake and act freaking tough, and
I just want to cry and go.
I want to, yeah,
watch Jimmy Neutron.
yep, exactly,
That's why I watched Jimmy Neutron so much. Remember, I told
Yep.
that story. It was because The Ring freaked me
yeah.
out, man.
I remember sleeping over at my friend Frado's house, and
big
we
ones for
watched The
me-
Ring, and I laid up in his living room, staring out the big window he had in the front room, and up at the sky, like that night sky, and I'm just like, oh no,
Yeah,
it's coming for me.
dude, the television set. Oh,
Yeah,
So scary.
It was the big three for me that just like freaked me out in my childhood. Was Close Encounter, or no, sorry, War of the Worlds, the original one when I was a little kid.
I don't remember that one.
The Sixth Sense freaked me out, and then
That one terrified
the
me.
Ring.
Sixth Sense.
Mhm.
So, all right, Carson, what's your vote?
So it's difficult because I feel like a little guilty because now I'm like, oh, Matt voted for mine, but it's,
Just vote for the one you
it's for-
vote for the one you want.
It's
It's
Jordan.
okay. So
it's
Okay.
definitely
Well,
Jordan. I
it's a
like Jordan's
tiebreaker
movies.
then.
it doesn't surprise me because Jordan has more horror movies in there,
Mhm.
and clearly Carson has a style of Halloween movies that he
Yeah, for
likes.
sure.
And mine, I'm just a little kid, just like, should I do Casper or Monster House?
Monster House is so good. Once you mentioned that, and you almost got my vote for Paranorman alone. That's how good Paranorman is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Really?
such a
I
good
gotta
movie.
get that one.
You really, dude,
good.
really watch it with your girls too. They'll love
You would-
it.
They would love it. I don't even know them, and I know they like it. It's that good.
Well,
That's
we,
good. That's the first tiebreaker we've had.
Yeah,
for
we'll
that,
see how
so-
it goes on the poll. We'll put it up, and
Yep.
I just want to say thanks, Carson, for coming on. And
Yeah, of course.
you have officially been the guest that has had the most reoccurring role on the Super Davis Bros podcast. So, thank you
Well,
for
I've only been
coming
on twice. I'm still mad I missed Nick Foles.
Yeah,
when he
in
showed up.
spirit though.
That's true.
Sorry. Continue.
The other thing I was just gonna say is maybe if you have something on the chat, I was just gonna talk about next week before we close. But if
Yeah,
you have something.
I'll just throw it out there. Dad just said, fun podcast, way to go. Jordan had the best variety. My vote goes to him. And then Chad said, so I fell asleep in my chair. I am headed to bed. Have a good night, y'all. So I don't think he followed,
So,
but that's where
that's
that
a-
boring, apparently.
that was a dagger to the heart.
Yeah.
Sorry, we put you to sleep.
It's okay. People have rough lives and
Who needs white noise? Just turn on the Super Davis Bros podcast. Right?
Super Foles podcast.
Go to
Yeah.
sleep. Yeah, that's it
Okay,
on the
well-
chat. Hey, there was a lot of comments on the chat. We appreciate that, even without Nick Foles there.
I know.
And that's awesome. Thanks for doing that. We got up to it doesn't tell me how many we ended up getting up to, but at one point I saw 8 viewers, and that's awesome. And we have 22 followers on our stream on Twitch, at least, which is way cool. So thanks for that, guys. And thanks for keeping the chat going. It's really fun.
Yeah, thank you guys. Next week we have Brianna coming on. She's going to be discussing a topic that she still hasn't picked yet. But
She kind of picked.
I think we're playing Fortnite. No, she's changed her mind. She was joking about that topic. So
Oh, that's so funny.
We might have we'll put up a poll this week. I think I know what we're gonna do, but it'll be fun. We're gonna do that next week. And as always, thank you guys for listening. We have listeners from all over the world, surprisingly, which is really cool. So thank you for everybody that's been downloading the episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just one more time, just to get our plugs in, please, if you haven't voted, if you haven't given us a review, please rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really helps us out. So.
Yeah.
Thanks again, everybody, for coming.
Rate us, and while you're at it, message us and give us some comments on some stuff you might want us to add, or if you want to be involved in it more, because we'd love to have more people on the show. Random people. We get a lot from our work and close friends. So if you are one of these people that are downloading them in different places, it'd be really cool to see one of you reach out, and maybe we can somehow get you on and scheduled. So that'd be cool too.
We'd love it. And then also follow us on Super Davis Bros, the Facebook group where we do all the polls and stuff.
Which we do. We have an Instagram as well, but
yes, Instagram too.
Mainly Facebook. That one we do more of the polls and stuff, but we'll definitely notify you on Instagram.
All right.
Cool.
Well, we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks again, Carson.
Yeah, of course. Stay spooky, folks.
All right. See you
the
later.
flowers are still standing.